Family searches for answers tonight after dealing with flooding for the past 5 years. Good evening, everyone. I'm Darren Bob.
And I'm Erica Thomas. 5 News reporter Seth Stevenson talked to them about what they've done to try and keep the water away from their home.
Well, since about 2013, Amber Hargrove has been fighting back floodwaters from entering into her home. She tells us there's a retention pond across the street and on the other end of this field where those trees are here just behind me that is not being maintained. And the water, instead of going into that retention pond, goes straight into her backyard, causing thousands of dollars in damage.
We are doing everything we can now, and it's not enough still.
Since the flooding has been an issue, Hargrove says they've tried to receive help from the city, but nothing has changed.
We had to extend the sandbags all the way into the retention pond. And if you can see here, there's actually dirt on top of the sandbags because that dirt was actually here. We had to dig into the retention pond to allow the water to flow.
This work and what they have to do when it floods isn't easy for Hargrove. She suffered a traumatic brain injury 2 years ago, and now too much work is a strain on her body. Her relatives are the only help she has.
It's really hard for me to see that and try to help, but be helpless, really, because our funds are all limited and our reach is only so far. And it really affected me emotionally to realize that I can't help her, but also to see how it affects her and her stress level.
After all this time, Hargrove says they finally heard from Kum and Go that has a location near the retention pond. It's the first time she heard that the company could own the pond, but regardless of who owns it, she just wants it to be fixed.
I want my yard back. I want my life back. I want to be able to enjoy my yard with my kids without having to run outside every time it looks like it's going to rain to prepare my yard to get flooded again.
Now, we did reach out to Kum and Go today, and they tell us this is the first time that they're learning about this issue since about Friday. Now, they say, quote, Kum and Go strives to be a good neighbor to those who live nearby our stores. We're currently investigating the homeowners' concerns and will work to find a resolution as quickly as possible once we have a better understanding of the problem, end quote. Live in Rogers, covering news where you live, Seth Stevenson, 5 News.
All right, Seth, thanks. Walker, Hargrove's brother, says the flooding has gotten inside his sister's home just last year. He estimates the damage her home has seen could reach $100,000.